Welcome back to Akhyana, the yoga tutorial series, with myself Sneha Bhagwat and Tejesh Kumar. In the previous two episodes, we have already understood the classical Suryanamaskara and the two steps Hastottana and Padahasta in detail. We hope these two have helped you. In today's episode, let's move further. We will today go on to understand Ashwasanchalana, Dandasana and Ashtanga Namaskara, the fourth, fifth and the sixth steps of the classical Suryanamaskara. We'll be seeing the common mistakes or wrong alignments in these postures and also prepare ourselves to do the ideal posture by doing some preparatory steps. Shall we get to the mat? Let's begin today's practice with Ashwasanchalana. In the image, you notice the ideal posture as well as the most common mistakes with respect to alignment when we practice Ashwasanchalana. Make note of all the points given. To achieve the ideal posture of Ashwasanchalana, the most important things that we need to be practicing are hip and quadricep openers. Shall we begin to understand some preparatory practices in this respect? Step to a medium stance on the mat. Turn the left foot towards the left side. Turn your body completely towards the same side. Square your shoulders to the left. Bend your left knee to make a 90 degrees with the floor. Inhale and rise your arms up. The right leg, which is stretched behind, is completely active. Knees are straight, the heel is lifted away from the mat. Stay here for a few counts and gradually drop the right knee to the mat. Slowly bring the elbows down to the mat. If this is challenging, you can make use of a yoga break. Stretch out the foot of the extended leg back to the mat to feel the maximum stretch. For the next step, bend the right knee, the knee of the stretched out leg. Extend the left hand and reach out from behind to the foot of the right leg. Keep pulling the foot as close as possible to the butt and feel a nice stretch on the right quadricep muscle. Slowly release. Bring your hands back to the mat or to the brick. Repeat the same on the other side. The next two postures that we'll be understanding today are Dandasana and Ashtanga Namaskara. While Dandasana involves the strength of the arms and the wrists and of course the core strength, Ashtanga Namaskara also equally commends a lot of strength of the core and the arms to slowly get into the ideal posture of Ashtanga. In these images that you see, you will find the ideal posture, the muscles that need to be working, and also the most common misalignments with respect to both Dandasana as well as Ashtanga Namaskara. Make sure you note all of these and practice them and keep them in mind through your entire practice. For the practice of both Dandasana and Ashtanga Namaskara, let us do some preparation with respect to our wrist, our arm strength and also the core. Let's begin. Be seated in Vajrasana. Come onto your knees. Cross your feet behind. Place your palms in line with your shoulder, coming to a cat and cow position. From there, shift the body weight to the front, making sure that your shoulders are overshooting your wrists. This helps in warming up of the wrist and strengthening your wrist. Sustain there for at least 30 seconds. Slowly shift your body weight back. From the same position, move the palms one step ahead so that we are prepared to do a half push-up. Make sure your hips sink down before you start. Then let's practice half push-ups without letting our elbows fall out. Throughout the entire practice, our hips are tucked down and we don't allow to jet it out. Once you're done, slowly uncross and slowly move into Shashankasana with an exhalation. For the next practice also, let us be seated in Vajrasana. Let's come to the cat and cow posture, placing the palms right below the shoulder. From there, extend your right leg straight. Make sure your hips or your thighs don't open out but face the mat below. From there, tuck the left toes, exhale and move down to do a push-up variation, keeping your elbows tucked in. This helps us in building our arm strength. Make sure you're engaging your core throughout the practice. Let's next focus on the core and begin with seated Dandasana. Fold your knees and place your palms slightly behind the butt. Lift off the feet. Extend the feet completely and recline behind. Every time we extend our legs, exhale. As we bring it close to the chest, inhale. Repeat this at least for 20 times. There's one higher variation of the same where we can do this without the support of the palms and keeping the hands parallel to each other at the shoulder level. We call this core exercise the small boat and big boat and is extremely useful to work on our core. We conclude this episode here. Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and share our videos if you like them.
We
We'll see you next Saturday.